We have a volunteer today who is wanting to repair their relationship with their husband, and we'll talk about that more in just a moment. Just getting set up.
Excellent. I think we are live, and I am so excited about the show today because if I had any drum roll, I guess I could try and sort of a drum roll here, right? It's not the greatest, but I'm happy to announce that Helena Jenikin has finally, it's been 9 months, has birthed her Stop Smoking protocol program. So it's interesting because Helena has been working on this. I've been doing emotion code. I know there's others been doing emotion code as well. And what we have discovered is, I think it was maybe a couple of weeks ago, Helena, you just had a little piece to get done, and I did emotion code you. I think I even did it in one of our shows. And so I know there were just a few pieces you had to get done, and you also had a deadline date that you had to get done. So super excited. So Helena, you go ahead and introduce yourself today, and then I'll come back to me.
Hello, my name is Helena Jenikin, and I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist as well as a certified emotion code practitioner. I love to help men and women release excess weight, overcome fears and phobias, and especially stop smoking. I'm known as the StopSmokingLady.com, and as Dana just mentioned, I put together a stop smoking protocol for practitioners, but it's a protocol that I use for my online clients that want to stop smoking, that can't make it here to my office on Vancouver Island. It's a super robust program and takes about an hour and a half to go through the program, and people are really finding it they're finding it successful. They're finding themselves successful. They're finding themselves deciding to quit smoking without any cravings, without any withdrawals. That's my intention always. So really looking forward to sharing more information about that. You can check out the Stop Smoking Lady for more information about that. And Dana, how are you doing?
Yes, that is just so very, very exciting. So awesome, awesome. So make sure you post the link in today's show as well, Helena, because we know it's the emotion codes that got you going.
Yes.
We'll just check in with a few people. Kelly Carson is watching. She's still in Costa Rica. How nice is that? Jacqueline Haley, is that someone you know, Helena?
Jacqueline, do we know each other?
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's a first-time viewer. Natasha Paula Samuel, a loyal follower from Rumford, Essex. Let's see what we got. Sunny, getting dark. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, please do post, say hi to us. We really have an international audience, and we love that. But for today, I'll just say that I am Dana J. Smithers. I'm a certified law of attraction trainer, business coach, mentor. Work a lot with women in business, mainly that are starting up their business, or like Helena was. We have worked together for several years to get the hypnosis going, the weight loss, and stop smoking, and then we got together and decided to do the Emotion Code Divas show about a year and a half ago, because we're on episode 57 now.
Wow.
Episode 57. So congratulations to us. Woohoo. All right, good. All sorts of good stuff. Helena, why don't you show that graphic? Do you have that there? That talk about setting an intention? That one about
Oh, yes.
Yeah, just hold
Yes.
that up. And this is what's going on for us, and let us know if it's going on for you. So just hold it. It says, I have decided, very powerful in law of attraction lingo, I have decided that this will be a ridiculously amazing year. So in the post, thanks, Helena, you can do hashtag amazing year. Somebody that's watching, we would appreciate that. We are so excited about what's going on for Helena. I've got some great things going on with the emotion code. In fact, Helena's inspired me. I may even do more on the emotion code with animals or inner child. I haven't quite sure. I haven't quite decided, but I am in the process of. So just a quick jump into what we're talking about today. Helena and I are both certified emotion code practitioners. Dr. Bradley Nelson is the one that certified us. It's his program. He has a new book coming out in May. I've ordered it. It has a foreword by Tony Robbins, so that'll be most interesting. But if you want to do the emotion code on your own, there is information in here about how to do it, case studies, and everything that we're going to talk about today when we go over the 7 areas of doing an emotion code session. If you're wanting to learn yourself, or if you want us to do one, we'll just briefly go through the steps right now, that the key areas that we go through. So for today's client, Helena, you said that, well, actually, I got the permission, and you're going to work on her today, Marie. So we can check that off. We've got permission. We know that we can work with her. And the next thing that is important in the process is that Helena is going to become the proxy. So what does that actually mean, Helena, when you become someone's proxy, since she's not here with us?
Yes, so since she's not here with us, part of the process is tapping into her subconscious mind. And the way I do that is we've asked for permission. And so I'll be using a technique, which is, I believe, one of the next keys to tap into her subconscious mind to get yes or no answers. And this way, we can move through the emotion code process.
Exactly. And so what we've asked as well, actually, Helena, I didn't tell you, but she's a 10. So why do we need to know this?
Well, we need to know the severity of the issue that we're working on, so we can start at the beginning. We ask the client a conscious answer. So they're going to tell us that it's a 10, the issue that we're going to work on. And our intention is to lower that down to a 0. That's my intention. Or even just lessen it so it becomes a little softer, so they can process through the emotions towards a 0.
Exactly. And how we do that is through, Dr. Bradley has got many different ways, and you can find some on YouTube, of doing muscle testing. So Helena, you and I do ours a little bit differently, but not that different. So can you just show the viewers what you do there?
Sure. So my muscle testing works like this. I have an agreement with my subconscious mind that when I link these fingers together into a circle and I think the word yes, they get stuck. I'm pulling really hard down and they just won't come apart because I'm thinking the word yes. And as soon as I think of the word no, they just pull apart. There's no way for them to stick together. So that's a yes and that's a no.
Yeah, so we're tapping into the subconscious and we're asking that. So for me, I do my index and thumb together, and my middle and index finger on the other hand. And it's just a light pressure, and that my subconscious and I have an agreement. That's a yes, that's a no. And actually, I noticed somebody in, I think it was the Healing Library, which is Dr. Brad's, his Facebook group, once you become certified, that somebody was saying she's trying and it's not working and it's not working. So what I would say to her, anybody just learning, it just takes time. You've got to practice and work with ones. You know, I tried some of these that to me look like, you know, birds or whatever, and it's like, you know, I couldn't even hold my fingers that way, so it wasn't going to work. So I just went for something simple. But yeah, take a look at what he's got, and it just takes time. And once you get it, super easy. There's no big hard pressure that you have to do. In fact, if you're doing a session for half an hour, 45 minutes, your hands will get very tired if you're putting too much pressure on it. So it's just a very light pressure if you're trying to learn this. So what are we looking for?
We're looking for trapped negative emotions, trapped negative unprocessed emotions that are stuck in the physical body. And the chart that Dr. Brad has put together has 60 negative emotions on there, divided into 2 columns, A and B, and 6 rows, 1 through 6. So when we're doing the work, we'll be asking, is there a negative trapped emotion that we can release now? And is it in column A or column B? Is it in an odd row or an even row? And then we come down to a set of 5 emotions. And then we can ask individually about those emotions if we can release. Is it this one, that one? Oh, it's this one. Maybe can we release it now?
Yeah, exactly. And just again, if you're learning how to do this, or we're working on you, Dr. Brad has actually put in some of the areas of the body where emotions can be stored. It's not always that way, but I do this and work with this when I'm looking at chakras as well. But since we're working on the heart wall, this whole month, February, is about relationships. So Helena's going to be working on Marie's heart wall as well. And chances are many of the emotions will be in this top row where the heart is, but not necessarily, because with our chakras, we've got feelings in different areas and all through the body, and sometimes one chakra area overcompensates for another, and then we get out of balance, and that, right? Especially in a relationship, we know when we're out of balance. So how are we going to release these trapped emotions, Helena?
Well, we're going to release energy, trapped emotions, energy with energy, or magnets. These are my magnets for today. Very powerful. They're hematite magnets.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to be doing is releasing the emotions by running this magnet over the governing meridian like this. Now, the governing meridian is an energy system that runs throughout the whole body that taps into all the other energy meridians in the body. And those have been mapped out by the ancient Chinese over 2,000 years ago. So we're using some very old information, and we're just going to release it, delete it, cancel it out with the magnet. And that way, when we identify that emotion from the emotion code chart, like that, it's like a ball of energy, kind of like the size of this lemon here, stuck in the physical system. When we call it out, when we identify it, it pops into the energetic system, and then we use the magnet over the governing meridian to release it 3 times if it's yours, and 10 times if it's inherited. Yes, we can inherit emotions.
Yes, that conception. And also, because I do love to do work with animals, it's the same with animals. And animals often take on emotions or illnesses of their guardians or their owners. And often I'll even if I'm going to work on the animal with the guardian's permission, I will end up working on the guardian as well, because it's those emotions that chances are moving and vibrating on. And I'm going to be talking about the vibrational bubble into that animal. And the last thing, and one of the most important things, if this isn't working for you and it's kind of chaotic and you're not getting a yes or a no properly, you probably need to hydrate.
Hydrate. It's the number one key why emotion code practitioners have difficulties getting a yes or a no, lack of hydration. What's really great is that hydration that you're taking into your body as a practitioner allows the energy to move more freely through the system to get more accurate answers. But Dana, our clients too, they're drinking more and more water as we work with them. That's one of the real benefits, I think, of the emotion code, is that people that receiving the emotion code, they start to drink more water.
Yeah, exactly. And water's just plain good for your body. It's really good for our skin as well, because we get very dried out, especially if you drink a lot of coffee or caffeinated products. They really do dry up your skin.
Yep.
So that's the key areas that we go through. And Helena, there's a few more people watching us today.
Yeah.
That if you want to say hello to a few people.
I do. It's let me see here. Kelly May Glover. Hello, Kelly. How are you this morning?
Kelly May.
Elaine Gold. Yeah, Kelly May. And Elaine Goldman. Good morning, Helena and Dana. And Leslie Marshall says, good morning, Divas. And we have Sylvia Bellini from the UK joining us as well. Hello, Sylvia.
Fantastic.
Love our viewers.
We love it.
Good.
Yeah,
So Dana, I'm gonna get started, because the Heartwell session, I want to take a few more extra minutes today to really work on this Heartwell. Often Heartwell sessions are about 25 minutes to 45 minutes long, and often 3 sessions just to uncover everything. But today I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes or so working on Marie. Got a number 10. We're looking about this heart wall between her and her separated husband. And the intention there is to repair the relationship so there's better communication.
Perfect. And that's a real key for that one. And so I'm going to, being a law of attraction trainer, I'm going to talk about your vibrational bubble. So this is a little law of attraction lingo here. Around us, we create vibrations. They go in and out and in and out, and everything that we are focusing on or giving our attention to is going in that vibrational bubble. And what can happen is we can actually pick up other people's vibrations, other people's energies. So I'm going to use a little bit of law of attraction tips to help you through that, and give you a little bit of understanding. So I know that some of you have my Law of Attraction gratitude journal. It's a 52-week journal where I give a Law of Attraction tip each week. So in week 23, what I say is other people can drain your energy if you are not mindful. So that's the tip. Other people can drain your energy if you are not mindful. And we call these people energy vampires. So if somebody's listening, watching, why don't you do a hashtag there, energy vampire. So those are people that they've always got a drama going on, right? Because law of attraction brings you more of whatever you put your attention, energy, or focus on, whether positive or negative. So if you constantly, especially in relationship, have a lot of drama going on, the way to stop that is to be mindful. Is what are you thinking? What are you saying? What are your feelings about that? And what you need to know is that other people can drain you, can drain your energy, because that is actually going in and attacking the positive energy that you have in your vibrational bubble. Now, some people will call this, an aura, ethereal energy that we have around us. You can watch some of our Emotion Code Diva show on chakras. We talk a lot about the chakras and the energy there and what goes on around the heart chakra, which is where the heart wall is, where you've built up emotions around that. So you have to be mindful of what's coming into your vibrational bubble. And along with that, on week 25, my other tip there is you are only responsible for your own vibration. You're only responsible for your own vibration. So whatever is going on in your vibrational bubble, you are responsible for that. So if you find that the relationship's not going well, then just stop and sit back. And I'd even suggest doing the contrast through clarity through contrast worksheet. So, do a page of what you don't want in the relationship. What's missing? What would you like that's better? And on the right-hand side, you're going to do what's called the clarity. This is what you want to go on. So in terms of this couple, they want better communication. They want to be able to have just a quiet conversation, getting rid of all the anger. They want to respect one another. They want to do what's best for their children. So it's all about that, and being mindful of what it is, because that's what's going in your vibrational bubble. What goes in, goes out. And so if you've got a lot of family drama on and, things are going on and they continue to go on, then you're the one, because you can only change yourself. Everything starts with you, right? And the way that other people are going to understand that you want to change the dynamic, right? You want to change it up. You want a different paradigm going on of the relationship. Only you can do that by starting with you. Once you do, then people will observe that. Oh, she's not angry, or he's not angry, or his tone has really calmed down and we're having a really nice conversation. Oh, we're looking for solutions now instead of always focusing on the problem, because it's always, what can we do better? What can we do to make this better? And it is all about making relationships better, because how they affect you is how they affect your immediate family, people that you come in contact with, people in your community, and ultimately the world. Right? This energy is neither created nor destroyed, so it's always here. But we can change it from negative to positive. And the last little tip that I'd like to talk about here, this is one of my favorites, in week 31. It says, being selfish is just good self-care. When you need to take a time out, whether it's from kids, your husband, your relationship, maybe a work colleague or whatever, because this is all about relationships, do that and honor that, because you know that there are times when something has triggered you, you're just maybe about to explode. Take a time out, just stop, because remember, it's your words and your feelings that give you, that send out that vibration. So you want to take it from negative to positive. Take a time out. Often when I'm working with people in law of attraction, I just say, go find your happy place. So for me, I might just go, because of course I blow. Not very often, and certainly not how I used to before I learned how to do the emotion code and the law of attraction and how powerful my vibration was. But yeah, there are things that will trigger me, but I can settle myself down pretty quickly, either with the emotion code or doing some Reiki, but often just going, finding your happy place in your mind. And mine for me is always a beach. It's always trees around me. It's typically warm weather in my mind as well, because I love that. And I just find that quiet place and I just stay there. And that vibration of that energy, like that chaos that's going on, all of a sudden, it just settles down. So whereas Helena is often talking about, when she does her hypnosis, it's about what are you saying to yourself? It's the same with law of attraction. So with your relationship, if things have gone a little bit off kilter and you want to get things back to a reasonable level of communication, then you can use the phrase that we use in law of attraction. I'm in the process of repairing my relationship. And then just take a deep breath and feel that. And if you're someone that likes to work with crystals, you can take out some of the healing crystals. Quartz is always good, rose quartz. Amethyst is one that I like to do. And you can just hold that and just feel that energy from that. Or you could even do a grid if you know how to do crystal grids. But just take the time to care for yourself. What is it that you need to do? Do you need to physically take yourself out of the situation? Or do you just need to do like some of my glam kids do and take a time out? So it's really important that you take care of yourself, because it's your vibration that's emanating out in the relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, it's your family or whatever, you're the one that's sending that vibe out. So only you are responsible for your own vibration. So just kind of find that peaceful place, whatever that looks like to you. And just feel the calm. And just say to yourself, I'm in the process of repairing this relationship. I'm in the process of becoming more respectful in this relationship. I'm in the process of, even if you're looking for a romantic relationship, it could be, I'm in the process of finding a romantic relationship that feels good to me, right? I deserve it. I'm going to take some self-care. And we all deserve to have good relationships with our family, with our colleagues, and with our friends. But there are some times when, as I said, they're energy vampires, and it's up to you. If you need to set some boundaries about that maybe you no longer see them, or maybe you lessen the number of hours or time that you spend with somebody. I know I was calling a family member on a fairly regular basis, and it just got to be, I really realized that she was a vampire, energy vampire, drained my energy. So I just started lessening the length of the conversations, and we started to have fewer. And even though she didn't like it, I had to do the self-care, right? I had to take care of myself. So that, hopefully those are some good tips for you. If you think so, let me know. Do a hashtag self-care is not selfish. All right, it looks like Helena is finished. And
Yeah.
yeah, I can tell some big stuff there, Helena.
Wow. Um, I gotta make sure I'm me. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I can
Because
take some water
yeah,
too.
yeah, took some water too. Wow, that was
It's very toxic right now, as I was telling you, and I've been doing a lot of Reiki, distant Reiki as well, to help the situation. But everybody has to play their part.
yeah. It was 10 minutes of work there. I definitely could use a full session with her. We got to the point of identifying that she has a heart wall. It's 9 feet thick. And my first thought was, like, what's it made out of it? And it was a mineral. And first of all, saw just an image of like shiny stuff. And I thought, is it diamonds? No, it's definitely not diamonds.
Yeah.
It's a pointy quartz crystal, though.
Oh,
So
interesting.
yeah, so there's energy, there's positive energy there, but right now the points are used as like barbed wire almost, just to
Ah,
keep
yeah.
like to keep it away. But underneath there is love.
Hmm.
But she's just so buried in so many emotions that we were talking earlier before we started the show about the chaos cycle. She's just she's overwhelmed with emotions. And so what I did is I found out that the heart wall is 9 feet thick. I've been able to get it down to 3 feet thick. I asked how many emotions that we could release today. Dan, it's very important. How many can we release today? And I've respected that, so I stopped. 35 trapped emotions that I could release today. So I asked if I could release them in clusters, and it said yes, I can release them in clusters. So what I did is I checked for emotions in groups, like in column A and B, in certain rows. So I was able to release. I'm just instead of all the emotions,
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
let
that's a
you.
lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? So I'm just going to show you my work. So it's
Yeah.
just lots and lots of different, all over the place, all over the place. But I have to tell you, the one that came up a second time, and I released it, and it said it released, but then I went back and it said, nope, this was not released. Indecisiveness came up twice.
Yes, I can see that. Yes.
Yes. And then there were two trapped emotions that I couldn't release. I had to know more information about it. So, age 34, humiliation, and age 20, jealousy. So the humiliation, I believe, was very recent. And
Yes. Yes, on the
which does
human
that make,
scene, that does make sense because I do know what's
yeah,
going on. Yeah.
yeah. And then jealousy. So, the stuff that comes up in our youth and stuff that is unprocessed that we just stuff down, stuff these energy balls down. If they're not processed and removed from the system, they'll be there affecting our current relationships.
Absolutely.
So what I'm sending her prayers because there's a lot of stuff we released. I believe there's going to be some. I would expect some tears,
Yes.
um, and but that tears and she needs the support right now. So I'd just love to ask our viewers just to send Marie love and light and healing and prayers. And I know Jana, you are, and so am
Yeah.
I. And just receiving her in love and holding and supporting her as she works through some of these things. And isn't it amazing once we work through these emotions and let them go, how we can repair and heal our relationships? So, on a conscious level, we're like, why can't I communicate? Why is this not working? It's not on a conscious level, it's on the subconscious level that the work needs to be done.
Absolutely. And so when it comes to Helena saying now that this person will do the processing, that processing could uh, be the form of tears, just having a good cry. It could be just, it may even be just feeling a bit lighter or more hopeful, right?
Yes.
That's certainly what I'd love to see. But again, it's not my vibration. I can't change anything, even though I know this person. But permission was given at any time to do the work, and yeah, it's just important that you process it whatever way works best for you. And if that might be taking a nap, it might be going out for a walk. It could just be sitting, could be just gazing, it could be anything. It could be holding a cuddly toy that you love. It could be sitting beside an animal. It could be anything that comes up for you. And again, since we are talking about relationships, it's we humans are very complicated. There's we sometimes just don't make it easy, but it can be easier for you if you do, call on an emotion code, certified emotion code practitioner to work with you. I know that. Helena knows that. We've both done work on relationships for each other. that's just part of being human. And it's an ongoing thing, right? Just because, I mean, with the heart wall, it's different. Once that's cleared, we can move on. But there's other emotions that come up that get triggered for other reasons that could be inherited or not. So we hope that was helpful. And appreciate anyone that just wants to send Marie some love and some healing energy. Leslie's doing that. It's very much appreciated. So, Helena, what do we have going on for next week? Oh, right. We're sticking with our relationship theme and the heart wall. So next week, Helena is going to be talking about the 5 love languages. This is one of my favorite books and favorite topics. If you've not heard about it, just go ahead and Google it, because you can also find out what your own love languages are. So next week, we're going to be talking about relationship communication. Because if you know the love language of anybody, it can be a romantic partner, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a friend, a colleague, could be family members. Why does this one child like to do this and the other one doesn't? Well, it's probably their love language that you're not speaking to. So we're excited to do that. So we always ask, if as a viewer you're interested, let us know. Either just put it on when we put up the next graphic, let us know, or you can PM us. Helena, so excited about this new program for you. I see you've got your URL there for what you've got going on. So tell us a little bit more about that before we wrap up.
Sure. So this is a, I've been working on this, as we talked about at the beginning. It's birthed. It took 9 months to come to fruition. Thank you, Dana. Thank you so many people that helped me with the removing the blocks to actually creating this. This is my Stop Smoking Protocol for Emotion Code Practitioners. It's available for purchase from my website, as well as I can now see clients. I have a protocol to see smoking clients online to help them stop smoking, and it's a combination of hypnosis and the emotion code. Thank you, Dana, for all your help and guidance in creating this
pleasure. It's so necessary, Helena. We're all about helping the planet and helping people that are having struggles through it, and smoking is just one of those that, until you decide that you're going to do it, you're just going to keep trying and it's not going to work. So this is a program that Helena has major success with. So what's the website for that, Helena?
It's on the Stop Smoking website. So the Stop Smoking Lady, and I think it is TEC Stop Smoking.
Yeah,
I'll put the URL in the comments. Mm-hmm.
All right. So that program is for anybody that wants to do it themselves online.
Yeah, actually, it's for this protocol for emotion code practitioners or body code practitioners that want to see stop smoking clients, and also it's the program that I use for people that want to stop smoking that I see online.
Right. So this is for emotion code practitioners.
Oh yes, this is a protocol designed for emotion code practitioners. So this is the protocol that I use, but for the practitioners, I provide videos that they can share with their clients, self-hypnosis audio hypnosis program to help them stay quit. There's articles, there's graphics, there's a lot of support material there, so you can grow your own stop smoking with the emotion code and hypnosis business, and you don't need to be a hypnotist.
There we go. So Helena and I will be doing a show on that. That'll be one of our special episodes coming up, and Helena will walk you through it a little bit more if you are interested in the emotion code and want to know how to help your clients stop smoking using Helena's protocol. So that's it for now. Helena, people can find you. Your YouTube channel is Flourish Hypnosis.
Flourish Hypnosis, and my Facebook page is Flourish Hypnosis, and website is Flourish Hypnosis. And the Stop Smoking Lady.
Perfect. All right. And I'm Dana J. Smithers saying farewell for now. You can find me at empoweredwomeninbusiness.com/emotion code. And my YouTube channel is Empowered Women in Business. And I have a lot of playlists there. I have Law of Attraction. I have all the Emotion Code Diva shows are there. And I have a few other areas that I'm interested in that you can see on my playlist as well. So until next week, have a great week. And for those of you, it's February. I know some places are still getting snow. So stay cozy, stay warm, and don't drive if you don't have to. Bye for now.
Oh.